actually. So, Johnny Mucho says, boo for regional self-promoting camps. What do you mean by that? I'd like to hear what that means. Audrey K is saying, there's a lot of places with too many of the same-minded folks. Zena is saying that flip side is how she learned what burning culture is all about. And, that's something, that I've heard from a lot of people is that, it was cool last year. I met a lot of people, it was their first year at the burn, but had been active in their regional communities. And so these people, it was their first year in the burn, but they were burner to the core, partially because they didn't spend, there are people that go to Burning Man Thursday night to through the weekend, get fucked up in their, fur jackets and really don't sink into the principles. And then there are people that may have never even been to Burning Man, but because of strong regional communities where they have the time to sit and build and share and gift with people in their community, they are transformed without ever being to the playa. I think it's like many roads to similar paths. You feel people fund their own trip to the desert by charging money for a regional event. Yeah, I think we're going to say I'm going to have to agree to disagree. I'm of the mind that anytime you create and risk and put the effort into an event, the risk is so great, financially and otherwise, that if you end that with resources that then you can go on to do whatever you want with, I'm all for it. And if it feels like you're exploiting the community, then people will stop going. It's kind of self-regulating. And which is the case with Burning Man right now. There are people that feel like the org is so out of whack that they no longer want to, be a part of it. And, okay, then it self-regulates. If enough, that's how. There is no monopoly. This is not it's a duocracy, and when you don't like it, it's very, very founding fathers-y. You go to Plymouth Rock and start your own something. I don't know. I got to take a history recourse. Should hold a regional to fund your camp? I'm not sure. I think you might be a little confused, Johnny, about how that works, because a regional has to be set up in very specific ways to be endorsed by Burning Man. You could throw an event of some sort, for example, a party, a desert party or something like that, to fund your camp. I think I'm not sure why that would be wrong. I think you should. If you can show people a good time and they're willing to pay money and you can collect the energy and the vibe and to create something magical anytime during the year, and by doing so, show people an awesome experience or facilitate an awesome experience and collect resources so that you can then create more awesome experiences, I don't see the problem in that. Maybe, I've been called crazy before, and certainly agree with those people. Oh my gosh, it's almost 2 o'clock already, and I just feel like there's so much I still haven't talked about. Let me first, real quick, address Johnny. It says that your camp is made up of gypsies from around the world. You know what? It's a tough thing. Burning Man it's inclusive, but it is resource intensive. I had a great talk this weekend about someone who was telling me about the Rainbow Gathering. And, the Rainbow Gathering sounds like the ideal place if you are exceptionally resource low and want to have a communal experience. I mean, Burning Man expects you to provide for yourself and even more so for the community at large. And that is not something that you can do if you live a gypsy lifestyle, generally. That isn't good nor bad. That is just the way it is set up. And so if we want to create or attend events that have different models, we are free to do so for now. Audrey says they have several in Colorado, and it usually loses cash flow. And that's, that's what I'm saying about, like, if you're willing to risk it and put money up for a location and sound system and stuff, porta potties, you are, let's say you did that and then there was a crazy rains for the week leading up to it, and then everybody canceled last minute, and you're stuck there with a bunch of porta potties and a soggy field, and all your intentions were good. That sucks. So real quick, Kaki asked a great question about tribal convergence, and let me see. Let me just real quick first just address Loki the dog. I'd shared before about the wedding that we did at First Saturdays, which, by the way, First Saturdays is this weekend. If anyone is going to be in town in San Diego on Saturday, we're going to meet at the Prosperity Hive at noon, organize the clothes, and then we'll go out and distribute, and it should be just awesome and a good time. And if you meet someone named Zena there, don't tell her about... I'm just kidding. I believe Zena's going to be there with a camera, so that'll be kind of exciting. But so yeah, if you would like to join us there, that would be awesome. If you have funds to contribute, that would be awesome too. And speaking of funds,